Sup, my dudes? I guess that's how I start videos now because I think that's funny. But anyways, I wanted to kind of talk about the rating system. And yes, I know. People say that it's bad and garbage and bias and all that. It's true though. You gotta admit, it's true. If you're a famous creator, you probably don't see that because you can just make anything and it'll get rated. But as a smaller creator myself who has tried many years to kind of get my levels rated with really varying amounts of effort on my own levels, it's not worked. So I kind of just, I don't know. I take so many breaks from creating because it's so exhausting to have your level just put so much effort into it, and in the end it just gets like a lot of just feedback of nope, this isn't rate worthy. So when I thought about it, instead of just complaining and whining about how the rating system could be is why it's bad and everything like that, why not actually make some interesting kind of points as to why it could be improved? So that's kind of what this video is about. So here's kind of how I would think about it. So initially, when the mythic and legendary ratings came out, we don't need them. Like, even now, I think we're really kind of like pushing the limits on what kind of. We don't need them. At least with our current rating system, how it works, we don't need them. But if the rating system were to be improved, then we could use them to our advantage. So here's kind of how I would kind of categorize the rated levels, and it really should be kind of communicated a lot better to us as to what kind of would classify as like a star rated level or a featured level or whatever. So here's kind of how I would do it. It could probably maybe not fully fix the rating system, but maybe avoid more and more controversies and complainings. So at the very least, the rating system would be far much better, and maybe less people would be complaining about it. So here is how I would do it. The star rated levels could just be simple levels with not too much decoration, just a little bit, not too much emphasis on block design, but it's okay, it's not great. The gameplay could be like a good core mechanic of the level, but not the decoration of it. So it would just be like a star rated level. And I don't mean that every level that has no decoration could be rated. I'm just saying that just levels with little to no decoration could be rated. And the reason I say that is because there are joke levels and extreme demons with not a lot of too much decoration or effort are put into it. So they get a lot of controversy because there's not a lot of effort put into it. So if we were to kind of make the star rated levels more just kind of levels that have a little bit of effort into it, but like not too much effort into it, they focus more on the gameplay rather than the decoration, then I feel like that would alleviate more of those controversies. Um, because then more people would kind of appreciate joke levels because they'd be a little bit more funny to them, because then the rating system would be a little bit better um, towards smaller and newer inspiring creators. And the extreme demons would still probably be controversial, but not as complaining and controversial as they were before. Featured levels could be just kind of like the generic ass featured levels that we see today, like the featured and epic levels that we see, like a daily level or something. Just those kind of levels that we see like every day. We do not think about them ever again, and yeah, um, those could be the kind of levels that we can just kind of just play once, forget it, and they would have like a good amount of decoration, background design, and block design, but like nothing too out of the ordinary. Just be like okay, but not too great. Epic levels could be like levels that are like really starting to push the boundaries a little bit. Like they have really good decoration, great block design, interesting stuff here and there, good backgrounds, like really good and interesting stuff. Legendary could be levels that have like really nice attention to details that break the boundaries of the game while still keeping in its core gameplay mechanics. Um, And Mythic, I'm not sure how much better it can be than that. Um, because I don't know. Like, we don't need two new rating systems. We only, if we're gonna have a new rating type, at least have one, but we don't need another one. I'm not sure what Mythic would kind of fit into. Um, so then maybe what if we want to keep Mythic and Legendary, then what if we kind of shift things over a bit? So then, um, Mythic is the one that pushes the boundaries with all these great block designs and stuff like that. Legendary could be like what I said about Epic. Um, Featured and Epic would kind of stay around the same, but then like featured levels would also be about like levels that are pretty okay, star rated levels that we see today. They could just get shifted over to just being featured levels, I guess. Um, so this is not a perfect system, but it's a far better one than the one that we have now. And I know I'm not really qualified to speak upon it because I don't have any creator points. I'm not a super experienced creator, but like for the experienced creators out there, I don't think this would change too much. In fact, I think this would be really beneficial to the famous creators, um, since technically they'd be getting a few more creator points if they create more and more artistic masterpieces. Although creator points are a really bad system and they should be alleviated in general, I feel like if we had a system like this, it would at least be a little bit better, towards the newer and aspiring creators, and hell, even better to the creators that don't care too much and just want creator points. Um, I don't know. It would kind of even out the playing field for everybody, and kind of if we just had more and more people that could rate levels than just Rob Top himself. If he has the trust and willpower to give some really trusted people moderator status or elder moderator status in the game, then I think he should at least give some people in the community a rating type, um, moderator system as well, so that we can kind of alleviate some kind of controversies over Rob Top being super biased, and instead we'd have a few more people, while biased in their own right, could be at least a little bit better than just having one person deciding what level gets rated or not. Um, but yeah, I hope maybe a system like this could probably at least be one step closer to improving the rating system, because if we have these two new rating types, then why, instead of just having them be there and just cause more and more controversies about this level being snobbed over legendary rating or a mythic rating or whatever, why don't we have an even system like this that is like much more, that is communicated to us much more, and kind of evens out the playing field for all the creators out there? Then maybe there'd be less controversy. Maybe there'd be less people complaining. And then maybe we could all be happy, or at the very least be much more happier than we are now. It's not perfect, but it's a good start. I don't know. This is just my opinion, and I wonder what you all think. So yeah, that's just my thoughts. Um, and I kind of want to focus on doing videos for other games now. So yeah, I'll see you.